All right. Welcome everybody to today's video here, today's presentation. Let me know if you can hear me, see me, everything's cool. Let me know in the chat before we get rolling because I hate rolling and finding out a few minutes into it that everything's screwed up. So guys, let me know if you can see us and hear us in the chat. I know there's a delay with this system, so gotta wait a second before we get any replies here. But as I wait for your replies, I'll go into a little bit. So if you're here at this video, it's because someone you know uh, cared enough about you to kind of show you what we've got going on here. Okay, the yeses are coming in. That was a big delay. It's like 30-second delay on this thing, but so they care enough about you to share what we're doing here, and basically what we are, we're just a community of folks that are on, I guess you could say, a trading journey, right? And our community has been together. We got a Facebook community also, in Discord, and we've been together for 8 years, right? 8 years. We're going on our ninth year right now, so it's pretty crazy. And we decided to, partner with a company that has a set of tools, really good education to really simplify the whole process, right? Because there's lots of different ways to trade, right? And a lot of them work, right? And we found over the years the way to get people to help people become successful as quickly as possible is to give them really good education and plug them into some killer tools that do a lot of the work for you, right? It's not an auto trader, it's not anything like that. It just does a lot of this stuff for you, and you'll see as we go through what we're going through here. And just as a disclaimer right off, guys, we're not financial advisors, right? As I said, we're just a bunch of people on a journey together, trying to help each other out. No matter what you see here, no matter what you see anywhere, whether you look at any other products, other people's stuff, and you decide to try something, always demo trade it, right? That's the best advice that we can give you, is always demo trade, right? Because it's a cool thing. If you don't know what that is, the Forex industry, the brokers in it allow you to create a demo account, which allows you to trade in the live market, but with fake money, right? It's like playing with Monopoly money. So you can test tools out, products out, strategies out, right? You can test them to prove to yourself that they work before you risk a penny of your real money in a live account, right? That's the only real way to do it. Just don't take anyone's word for it. Demo trade, demo trade, demo trade. And then once you do that, you have the confidence that it works, then you can do whatever it is that you want to do. All right. So we're just going to jump into this, guys. This is not about fluff. We just get to the meat. It's not one of those webinars. We're going to talk about each other for the first 45 minutes, and then you give you 15 minutes of content. All right. We're just going to go right in and show you what's going on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to kick this off with showing you the products in the back. Entire screen. Boom, boom. All right. And that should be going here. There we go. And this thing's just running slow. All right. So one of the things you get access to is this thing called GFU Live, all right, which gives us 9 scanners, access to 9 scanners, right? They're listed all through the top here, right? And there's a little button up here to learn how to use the scanners, right? They're loading this all the time with new training videos to learn how to use the different scanners. And some scanners like this one is just for gold, right? This one's golden error. It's just for one asset, gold, right? You get one here, Trend Wave, that's about trading with the trend. We've got some smart money scanners here, if you know what that is. Then the rest of these, Kill Shot, Sniper Pro, Supernova, Quantum, and Wolf, these can be used for scalping. They can be used for intraday, day trading. They can be used for swing trading, right? So there's something for everybody here. Now, no matter what scanner you choose here, I'm just going to show you how to quickly use it. You come over here and you've got the different assets, right? So you can click here, and if you come to the drop-down menu, these are going to be all your cryptos, right? You come over here and click on this. That's going to switch it to all the Forex pairs, right? All you do is select it. So if I want to get this one, boom, and the screen automatically changes. All right, I can set it to my time frame, right? So that the bottom of the chart is set to my time frame, to my time. And then whatever time frame, you want to trade on. So maybe, the 15-minute is your trigger chart. You set that to the 15-minute. Okay, and there you go. You got the odd CAD 15-minute, right? And then the time is in my time zone. And you can do that for any one of these assets. You can also do it up here if you'd like, the old-fashioned way, like, well, the trading view way, I guess you could say, because this is built on trading view. So if you want to switch the times over here and just go to a 5-minute, you can do that. You want to just manually type in an asset, just like you do in trading view, you can do that as well, right? It's very, very, very flexible. You can also open this thing up. You click here, and it's going to open it up full screen so that you can see absolutely everything. And this is one of my favorite modes right here. Hopefully you got to see that. And then over here, the last thing is you got the little snapshot here where you can take screenshots of your trades. So if you like to journal your trades, right, which we highly recommend, you can take screenshots before and after of your setups and log them in your journal. Okay. You can also set up here to your chosen language. And of course, like I said, you've got the time frame. Now, there's one scanner in particular. The great thing about our community being around for 8 years, and we've got loads of people with experience. And when we partner with these companies, we can just dive into them and go through all the scanners, go through all the education with the goal of trying to find what works the best for you. So you don't have to just come in here and stop bouncing around and trying all the scanners, trying all the education, right? And a lot of people get overwhelmed with that. Well, guess what, guys? We got here before you, and we did that work for you. And one of the scanners that we lean on, we have 3 that we love, that we really like here. It's Sniper Pro is I would say the #1 favorite right now. We do have Quantum, and we do have Golden Error. Right, I'd say Sniper Pro is the favorite, Quantum comes second, and then Golden Error is third. And the Sniper Pro is gaining incredible popularity, and we've used it in combination with an indicator that's exclusive to our community, right? That helps us set alarms. And the process of using that along with Sniper Pro with a really simple objective, and that's the key word, objective trading strategy, right? There's a lot of strategies out there that are very subjective, meaning, everybody sees it different, right? With this, you're going to see it's just very, very objective. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass this off to one of the guys here you see on the panel with me, David. He's been with us for years, and he's going to go over the Sniper Pro scanner, the indicator that we created, and the strategy. And take it away there, David.
Cool. Well, welcome. Appreciate everybody jumping on tonight, and I know you're going to get a lot of value out of this. So, like you said, my name's David Thomas. I've been with the team now, going on 8 years. So let me share my screen. I'm going to dive into the Sniper Pro scanner. Let me share my entire screen. There we go. And then Michael should be bringing that up here. There we go. Perfect. So this is the Sniper Pro scanner Michael just showed you. So I'm not going to go through all the bells and whistles on it, but I want to show you how we use it. All right. And what's cool about this is we know that there's people that like to trade the lower time frame. There's people that like to trade the higher time frame. Now, if you're brand spanking new and you have no idea what I mean by time frames, then don't worry about it. We teach you everything from the ground up. That's a common question we get, is if I'm a beginner, is this good for me? Absolutely. We're going to teach you a very objective, very straightforward approach to the markets that's repeatable, something that you can do without having to, my buddy Jason here, he always talks about, you don't need to know how the engine works in order to hit the gas pedal, right? And so that's what we try to stick to. So here, I'm going to show you some all time frame examples, short-term and long-term. What's nice about the long-term examples is if you are super busy. I understand myself. I got 5 kids, obviously here helping the team. I'm a full-time trader as well. So it's one of those things where I'm running in all the time. Now we get volleyball with my daughters. It's crazy. So higher time frame, something that I can just be on the charts maybe 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening, go through the scanner, see if there's anything that qualifies, and then go about my day, not think about it until my day kind of settles down at the end of the day. And, I can jump on the charts for another 5-10 minutes. That's it. That's an awesome thing, right? And we have that approach. So I'm going to show you that. That's our 4-hour approach. But here, just let me go through and kind of tell you the strategy is what we want to do is we actually have an alert. Now, we put it on TradingView. So we actually have an alert on TradingView. I didn't bring that up, but we have a indicator that we're going to give you that you can add to your TradingView account. All right. And that's going to alert you when the setup is starting. So now then you would jump over to Sniper Pro and confirm the entry. So you don't have to be staring at the chart all day. If you're going to trade, say, especially the lower time frame, those alerts are going to be a big best friend for you. So they're going to alert you. You can just, in the mornings, I put on my alerts, answering emails, doing what I'm doing, helping the team. And then when alert goes off, what do? I jump over to Sniper Pro and I confirm my entry. So for example, here, what we look for is first the alert to go off on TradingView, and then we jump over to Sniper Pro. Now, the first thing we want to do is we want price pushed into the band. So if it says it's a bearish trend, which means it's going down, we want price pushed into the upper bands. If it's a bullish trend, we will want price pushed into these lower bands. That's step number one. Second thing we want is we just want to line up the colors. So if you can see red and blue, you can trade this strategy. So we want a red trend, we want a red card, and then we want red candles. And down here, we want a red dash. All right, so let me zoom in a little bit so you can see this. All right, so you can see here, actually, you have all the colors aligned. You have red trend, red card, you have a red candle, and if you follow this all the way down, let me just drop a line on this. You have a red dash. So that all your colors have a line. Now, if you want to be, some people like to be a little bit more conservative and wait till price crosses below this moving average, and that's just fine as well. So you would have gotten in here instead of here, right? But either way, very close. And you can see if we measure that from your entry down to the low, I mean, we're almost 90 pips. That dropped 90 pips from a qualified entry on the Sniper Pro. And that was just yesterday, right? So this entry happened yesterday. These aren't in examples, months ago. This happened yesterday. And so now that you kind of get an idea, I'm going to show you some buy examples. I'm going to show you some sell examples real quick. I've taken some screenshots to make this a little bit quicker. And I'm going to show you some real world examples that happened with the scanner that we were actually able to take advantage of. All right. So I showed you the CAD from this week already. Let me show you the Euro GBP. All right. You can see what happened. We have a bullish trend. Price pushed into the bands. We had blue trend, blue card, blue dashes, blue candle, boom, you're in that trade. What did price do? Went up from there, right? And actually a gold candle, if you see the gold, you're like, why is it gold? Gold is better than blue. So if you're trying to sell, you want red or gold. If you're trying to buy, you want blue or gold. And gold just means there's extra momentum in the market, which is what we want in our direction. So that would be the entry. And then boom, you can see price went up from there. All right. So let me show you this one. These are some 1 hour examples. This works on all time frames, like I said. But I'm going to show you some 1 hour examples right here. You can see what happened. Price came into the bands. We got blue trend, blue card, blue dash, blue candle. We're in the trade. And you can see price just ran up from there. And on GBP CAD, that's pretty good bit of pips on that one. All right. Let me show you some 5-minute examples here. This is a trade actually I was able to take advantage of this morning using the Sniper Pro. So this is the CAD JPY on the 5-minute time frame. I had my alarm on, my alerts. My alert came off or went off. I came to the Sniper Pro. I saw that we were pushed into the bands here, right? Zoom in a little bit for you. We're pushed into the bands. We have a red trend, which means we're looking for sells. We have a red card. We have a gold candle, which remember I said is even better than red. Follow it down, you got red dash, boom, you're in the trade, and look what happened. Price just dropped. So 5-minute example there. Let me show you for those that like to trade futures or indices. I have an example of that from last week. There we go. So this is the NAS 100. You can also trade this as NQ or MNQ futures. There's also S&P 500, which you can trade the ES. You can trade gold futures. You can, this covers all assets. We have indices, commodities, crypto, as Michael mentioned. But what happened? Price came into the bands down in here. You can see these lower band. We have a blue trend. We have a blue card, blue dash. Boom, we're in the trade. And look what happened from entry. It ran up 122 points. That's a big move especially if you're trading futures. All right. So that was that one. Let me show you some 4-hour examples. I'm going to wrap this up. When you've seen one, you've kind of seen them all because it's just lining up the colors. If they're all blue, you buy. If it's all red, you sell. Let me show you the 4-hour example here. All right, so this is the 4-hour. Now this one, super time efficient. 5 minutes in the morning is what it takes me, 5 minutes in the evening. And you can see the potential of what you're able to take advantage of with the powerful edge that is our strategy in the Sniper Pro. So what do we have? Blue trends, so we're looking for buys. Price came into the bands. We got a blue card, right? Price closed above this line. So that was the entry on this particular trade, right? You got blue dashes down here as well. Ran up 75 pips. 75 pips on that move, and it took you 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening. So I'll take that all day long. Let me show you one last one, just another 4-hour example here. All right, so you can see this. I took this screenshot just this morning. We have the NZD CAD. This is bearish, so we're looking for sells. We have red trend, red card pushed into the bands up here. We have a gold candle, which even better than red. If you follow it straight down, we have red dashes. So you have your entry, and then look what happened. Price did go sideways for a little bit, consolidated, and then the bottom fell out, smashing your targets. So I think you get the drift. Kind of ask yourself, can I see colors? Can I see red? Can I see blue? Do I think I can line up those colors? And if you think you can, then this is a strategy you can definitely take advantage of. All right, pass it back to you, Michael.
Awesome. Yeah, I remember it was awesome. It's most mornings are like this, but this morning I remember that CAD yen. Everybody's like, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Like everybody was all over that CAD yen. It's awesome to see. And one thing I just wanted to point out, is this doesn't win 100%, guys, right? It's, we have some losses from time to time, like any strategy. If anybody tells you they have a strategy where they win 100%, turn and run the other way. They're lying to you, right? Trading is about winning and losing, right? And it's you mix that with proper risk to reward, proper money management, and that's where you start having fun, right? But I just wanted to point that out, because we always get in the habit of just being excited and always showing the wins. It's like, oh, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool, but it does lose now and then. Let me just share my screen, and I'll show you some testimonials from some folks here.
While Michael's pulling that up real quick, guys, if you think you can do that, go ahead and put it in the chat. Put it in the chat if you think that you can line up those colors like David just showed you.
All right. Can you guys? Yeah, you can. Okay. All right. So here's just a couple. I was going to go through some real quick ones here. It's obviously it took a long time. Overnight gold trade hit 1 to 2. Right. You can just you can see his cards hidden in the red there. They can see you drop that line. Everything's red. Right. And again, we have that alert that's custom to our alert. So like other people that are with this, that have this product that are not on our team, they have to sit here and stare at the charts. Right. They have to sit and stare at the charts and wait for these cards to pop up. And if they're watching multiple pairs, they have to flip through multiple pairs. But with us, you don't, because of the indicator that we created. You just set the alerts and you can walk away from your computer. You can go do whatever you want. And then when the alert goes off, then you come to your computer and see if everything matches. And if it does, you take it. If it doesn't, you ignore it, right? So we've got this really, really simplified. Here's someone here with some wins. This is a different strategy that we teach in the community. Here's one right here, blam. And this is what our indicator looks like. So this is a screenshot of TradingView, right? And this is what the indicator looks like. And the indicator went off and it matched all the colors on this entry here. So boom, she got in the trade and got that 1 to whatever, 1 to 1, 1 to 2. Is someone that got some pips on gold. All right, here's Tom. He says, wow, this card indicator is a massive game changer and in Trade Saver. Glad to be back. So this is someone who had left, and when he found out about this scanner that we're using, he came right back and he's been happy ever since. Again, here's that this guy just showed a screenshot of TradingView. And again, that shows our indicator there. And then on Sniper Pro, all the colors matched right here. And that's when he got in and he's good to go. All right, here's another one is a 10 card. All right, so one thing we didn't mention too is the numbers on these cards. What that means is that's 10 different indicators that are agreeing that this price could possibly go down, right? So obviously the higher the number, the more excited you get. But if it's got a number on it, that's cool with us. We just trade it. And again, as Dave said, this is a gold, right? So you got the red, we got the gold, and then boom, you got in right here when everything matched, all the colors, and nice trade there. This guy says, got it, right? This is what happens in the community. You'll see someone drop something like this, and then you'll see right behind it, got it, I got it too. Some people drop their screenshots, just like the Cat Yen this morning. So again, here's the card. He's got the line dropped on there. You can see all the colors, boom, in. All right, here's some more there. Here's another one from Tom, CAD Yen. Again, you can see right where everything matched, all the colors matched, boom, in. All right, here's one from Jay. Again, that gold card, right? And everything matched right there. You can see he's got a little red line. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of small, but it's a line there that lines up. Everything's red, boom, in. And again, guys, you got an alarm that tells you, when to come to the computer screen, right? And now the great thing about this, we've talked about the product, and there's a couple other things that Jason's going to go over here, is education, right? And the community, right? These are these two key factors. The education is top notch, and the community is what kind of ties it all together, because you're not alone. Now, Jason's been with us for many years as well. In fact, he was the first person to come into this community. I created the community. I had this idea of creating this community 8 years ago. And Jason was the first one that said yes and came in, and he's been here the entire time. So Jason is one of the leaders in here and helps everything run smooth. And he's going to go over education and the community. All you, Jason.
Awesome, brother. Thank you so much. And Michael and David won't tell you this, but they are not only awesome guys, but also awesome traders. Guys, and like Michael said before, we're not financial advisors, no guarantee of income. You got to come in here and you got to learn it. But I can tell you this, we have simplified this so much that every single person can do this. I asked before Michael started showing the examples, right, of if you think you can do it. Jeff says yes. Samuel says incredible. Bill says yes. Samuel says yes. Melissa says I can. Vic says yep. Right. So you can do this, and we're going to be here to help you. One of the issues with trading in general, guys, is that it can be a pretty lonesome activity as far as that goes, because it's just you and the screen and your clicking finger. that's what trading is. It's a lot to do with mindset. So one of the great parts about our team, not only that we've been around for almost 9 years, 8.5 going on 9 years, now that we're only helping thousands of people, but also that we are a team of people helping people. That is what we do. So let me just pull up the Discord here and just show you this real quick. And Michael showed you some screenshots. I'm going to show you the actual Discord that you're going to have access to. Okay. This is no additional cost. We don't charge anything more for this. By the way, we don't charge anything more for that indicator that my two awesome friends talked about either. We could probably charge an extra $1,000 just for that indicator, because that's what's going to bring your eyes back to the chart. So you don't have to stare. You don't have to be a slave to the computer or a slave to the phone, guys. Right. The reality is that what we have done with this strategy is we've made it so simple that it doesn't matter if you have 5 minutes a day to trade or 5 hours a day to trade, you can do this strategy because it works on every single time frame on every asset class. So this is just right now, like literally this is just today. Steve got a 1 to 1.5 on the Euro CAD. It looks like we got Curtis right here on the 2-hour time frame. This is what David likes to trade, is the upper time frames as far as that goes. Andre says, look at this. Just joined. Oh, I gotta get rid of that. Just joined the group yesterday, he says, and I'm already catching wins. Just joined yesterday. Now, are we telling you you're going to join tomorrow or today and start catching wins tomorrow? No idea, right? Maybe Andre has some experience in the past. Maybe he is brand spanking new. He's just following what the freak we tell him to do. So that's the reality, guys, of what this is. So this is a community. Look at all these people in here today, right? Helping each other, getting, I mean, obviously all of the success that we have had. This is what they were talking about before with the CJ this morning, snag that one as well, and so forth and so on. We are in here every single day helping people, right? Dave, bam, got that 1-for-1 on the CJ, and so forth and so on. Like for instance, Joel, right? Put it in here. We had an 8 card on the GBP CAD this morning on the 5-minute and on the UC as well. So people are alerting you, hey guys, we got a card. We got some stuff going on with these trades. So anyway, the point is that we are a community of people helping people. And this is such a huge, big deal because you don't want to be out there on an island by yourself, guys. You really want to have that community. And this is worth the price of membership times 10, in my personal opinion, because again, guys, you're going to learn from the people that are doing it. Just the 3 of us, over 30 plus years of combined experience in trading, guys. We did not start this yesterday, as Michael said. I joined Michael, first person in here, almost 9 years ago, and a couple other things before that. Michael and I have been friends for over a decade. So the point is, guys, is that you're in the right place at the right time, but most importantly, with the right people to help you on your journey, because that's what this is. On top of that, we also do, right, have different things over here. Like you look over here on the left-hand side, we have a whole question section where we actually get on every single week on Tuesday at noon Eastern. By the way, they're recorded. Everything we do is recorded. You can ask questions of us. We get on here every single week and answer questions, both live and obviously recorded as well. We have a whole training for this very simple strategy that David just showed you, the Sniper Pro training right here. Shows you exactly what to do, exactly how to install our proprietary indicator so you can have access to that. It's called the ATH Pulse and things of that nature. And there's also, if you want to do smart money, you don't want to do the scanner, that's fine as well. Got a whole bunch of people kicking butt and taking names with smart money over here. Quantum training, which is another scanner that we use. So guys, there's a ton of different opportunities for you. I'm not gonna go through all of these, but this is just some of the wins that people have had just in the last few days with the scanner, with the team. It is awesome. You can do this too, without a shadow of a doubt. All right, so that is obviously the Discord, and this is a huge, big bonus to what you have. On top of that, let me go ahead and come back out of here and show you my other screen. On top of that, we also have a whole trading education platform. So give me 1 second. Let me just share my entire screen here. There we go. So we have a whole trading platform of education. That's what this is about, guys. This is not about giving you trade. Now, is there trade signals that some of the educators call on our GFood Connect app? Sure. But the purpose of this, guys, is so you can come in here and actually develop a skill that no one can take away from you, a skill that you can use for the rest of your life, a skill that can absolutely crush the markets. Again, no guarantee of income. You got to come in, you got to learn it, guys. But one of the best things about what we are doing with this company called GFood, and our obviously team is called Team Abundance, but we have partnered with GFood, have been around for over 8 years themselves, is that they are some of the best educators in the world, and not just in Forex. Right? As you can see here, you have Forex, you have cryptocurrency, which I love to trade. You have e-commerce, social media, mindset, finance, tons of educators in every single one of these. I'm actually going to click on Forex and just show you a brief overview of what this is all about. So you have different modules in here. So let's say you are a beginner. Okay, you actually just come in here to the beginner module. I'm not going to play this because obviously we have limited time tonight, but you have a whole module on the beginner. You have intermediates as well and advanced as well. So make sure you can obviously know that whether you are beginner, intermediate, or advanced, you can come in here and start crushing it. And look at all of these educators in here every single day, Monday through Friday. We have somebody on live. Look at all these people that are in here. I'm going to click on this young man right here. His name is John Oliver. He does some of the Sniper Pro training, and he is awesome as far as that goes. So every single thing that he does is recorded as well. So it's live. Obviously, he does live sessions every single day, and then obviously recorded here as well. So here's today's session. Yeah, New York Open live session, 7 a.m. That's my time, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Okay. So, and obviously the day before that. Okay. And that same day. So anyway, the point is the Bitcoin results, vehicles, 70% results, mindset and training. Guys, look at all this, right? You can come in here and just learn from the people that are doing it, right? You can just follow the right people. And these are obviously, John is just an awesome educator. You can come in here and learn from him. He also has courses in here as well. You can come in here and you can actually do boot camps, right? Right here, boot camp, number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4, and so forth and so on. It shows you exactly how to use the Sniper Pro. Now, his strategy, just a little, a little side note, his strategy is a tiny bit different than what we do. Ours is a little bit simpler in my eyes, but you can do whatever you want to do. You want to come in here and follow exactly what John does. John's very successful in using the Sniper Pro, just like we showed you a bunch of success stories on the way we use it as well. So there is different ways of using it, but the education here, guys, is second to none. It is absolutely insane. The reality is that we have with this team and with this company is that you can come in here and start and hit the ground, just like I showed you a couple of seconds ago, and get that education and go through the process and just be up and running as fast as possible. Like Jeff just said, great platform. And it really is, right? Again, the whole education is the whole basis behind what we do. It all comes down to what you do. It all comes down to if you follow directions, if you follow what we show you to do. We have a whole process document. When you come be part of the team, you'll have access to that. You'll have access to the indicators, and you can do this. If you can line up those colors, just like David showed you and Michael showed you before, you can do this as well. And we are going to be here to help you. So awesome stuff. A lot of greatness going on. I'll turn it back to Michael.
Awesome. Great job there. And what I love about those educators too is a lot of them, are linked to the scanners, like, the John Oliver created Sniper Pro. We got another gentleman, Josh, that created, the Quantum. And, so you're learning not just from successful people, but they're the creators of the tools that you're using, right? So how cool is that? You're not just, learning from someone that got it. And the last thing that got me excited was the fact that these guys are thoroughly vetted, these educators. I mean, I was talking to John and he told me that they put you, through several interviews. And then you got to show, your P&Ls, you got to show that you're trading in a live account. You got to show that you're making consistent withdrawals just to get the job. And then when you get the job, every quarter you have to resubmit everything. And if you're not consistently profitable, they take you off the platform, right? So everybody on that platform has gone through that process and shows proof, in order to stay on that platform. So you're getting, top-notch, high-quality information. They didn't just grab someone off the couch and and throw them in there. And I've seen some companies do that, and it doesn't work out so well. So that's awesome stuff. So what I want to do now is I'm gonna go over the pricing, and what I want to just say too right now is if you've got any questions about anything you've seen here, just start dropping them down there now, because it's like a 30-second delay here. Just so that when I'm done showing you guys the pricing, we can just jump right in and start answering your questions. So if you've got any questions, start throwing them in now, and I'll share my screen and what it's going to cost to get all this awesomeness. All right. So just a recap of what you get, right? You get access to 6 academies, right? Forex, crypto, e-commerce, social media, mindset, and finance. You get access to proven trade educators, like I just discussed. You get access to the 9 scanners that I just showed you. This is something that we haven't talked about, but you get access to an app as well. And it's kind of a cool app. It's got its own little kind of, social aspect to it, where you can subscribe to the educators. And a lot of times the educators as bonuses will drop chart markups, typically called trade ideas. And they'll drop them right to the app on your phone, and you get a notification, and you can go check out, what they're trading, and you can see their analysis and see their markups. And if you agree with it, you can go ahead and take those trades. And remember, guys, demo trade. And then also, obviously, as Jason just showed us, you get access to a community of customers working to help each other. And I think this is one of the biggest comments we get about our community, about people partnering with us, is that we have a community and they're not alone. As Jason pointed out, US session, UK session, Asian session, doesn't matter where you are in the world, you go in there and there's people in your time zone using the Sniper Pro scanner, right? And you guys can work together looking at the charts and help each other, right? Because we also have people that have been with us for years in there, right? So the new people that are in there benefit from it big time. So what's it going to cost? The price to start today is just $2.99. That's the first month. All right. And then it goes to recurring month to month at $185. So this month will be $2.99. Next month would be 185, and each month moving forward. Right? It's month to month. You can cancel anytime. There's no contracts, and there is a 7-day money back guarantee. So if you just want to get inside, kick the tires, jump on one of the sessions with one of the educators, jump on our Tuesday call, get inside the community, chit chat with some of the customers in there, right? And just see if it's for you or not. And if it's not for you, no problem. The company's been around, as Jason said, almost 8 years. They'll, they have no problem refunding your money. You get 100% of it back, and we go our separate ways as friends. But if you're like, the 6,500 people we have in our community, if you're anything like them, you're absolutely going to love what you see there, and you're going to be with us for a long time. Stop the sharing here. All right. So if you guys have any questions at all, let us know, unless we did a real good job and, you've got no questions. We'll give it another, 30 seconds, 60 seconds or so to see if anything comes in, and we can answer those questions for you. But the bottom line is, guys, it's really, what I like to always say is, just check it out, right? There's no risk. You got a 7-day money back guarantee, right? Because the big crime would be 6 months, a year from now, you look back and go, oh shit, I should have checked them out. That's what I needed. Right. But you didn't just, take the time, right? Now, that's all it's going to cost you at this point is some time, right? You get inside, kick the tires. And if it's not for you, you've got your money back, and all you've done is waste a little bit of time, and you go off and look for whatever it is that hopefully you find something for you. All right. But if you get inside and you go, wow, this is what I've been looking for, boom, you're in, you're rock and rolling, and just plug into the training. We've got it all set up step by step. So when you get inside, we give you something called a process sheet, and it's step by step, how to get into the community, how to, set up a demo account, how to, to do the training, how to get access to the training. I just created a fresh new training in there. That's so simple, right? It's basically, I could probably just put up a sign that says match the colors, end of video. It's really, but I walk you through every little step of the way. So check it out. We got someone here, Samuel, said so much value with this community. You won't regret checking it out. Thanks, Samuel. Thanks. So I don't see any questions here, guys. So if you've got anything you want to add, let me know, or we can just close it out and let David go to bed.
David's an early to bed, early to rise kind of guy. Well, I mean, obviously we did a great job because there's not a lot of questions as far as that goes. But the biggest question, guys, is do you think you can do this? And are you ready to take the next step? And if you are, just get back to the person who invited you. And like Michael said in the very beginning of this, the person that gave you this information thinks a lot of you, because this is something that has changed a lot of lives. Again, guys, this is not about hype. This is not about guarantees of wealth and income and mansions and Lambos. This is about helping people. This is about helping people to create the lives that they want to create for themselves. So just get back to that person. Get back to the person who gave you the link. Get started today. You're going to have access to every single thing that we showed you. You can obviously hit the ground running, go through the process sheet. And obviously, we're going to be here to help you get into the Discord, get the indicators. It is simple. You can do this. Awesome stuff. I love it.
Yep, absolutely. Get back to the person that gave you this video, get the information, get in, and we'll see you on the inside, guys. Talk soon.